There are days I wake up and I pinch myself. You're with me, not someone else. And I'm scared, yeah, I'm still scared. That is all a dream. 'Cause you still look perfect as days go by. Even the worst ones, you make me smile. I'd stop the world if it gave us time. 'Cause when you love someone, you open up your heart. When you love someone, you make room. If you love someone and you're not afraid to lose them, you probably never loved someone like I do. You probably never loved someone like I do. When you say you love the way I make you feel, everything becomes so real. Don't be scared, no, don't be scared. 'Cause you're all I need. And you still look perfect as days go by. Even the worst ones, you make me smile. I'd stop the world if it gave us time. 'Cause when you love someone, you open up your heart. When you love someone, you make room. If you love someone and you're not afraid to lose them, you probably never loved someone like I do. You probably never loved someone like I do. All my life I thought it'd be hard to find the one till I found you. And I find it bittersweet. 'Cause you gave me something to lose. But when you love someone, you open up your heart. When you love someone, you make room. If you love someone and you're not afraid to lose them, you probably never loved someone like I do. You probably never loved someone like I do. You probably never loved someone like I do.
Heart beats fast, colors and promises. How to be brave? How can I love when I'm afraid to fall? But watching you stand alone, all of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I
friends. Welcome to the beautiful Sir James Mitchell Park in South Perth. My name is Tina Bury. I am a civil marriage celebrant, and I'm so honoured to be here today to officiate the marriage of Chris and Srijana. Welcome to your wedding, guys. I think that deserves a round of applause. Look at this beautiful day we have. Sunshine, not too hot. I mean, Chris has been sweating a little bit, but you... Oh, perfect. What an amazing entry to your wedding, guys. Way to make the tears flow. I saw quite a few of them in the crowd there. But today is a celebration. It's the beginning of today's festivities. So I'll need everybody's help here today in continuing that fantastic atmosphere throughout the ceremony. It is a celebration of love, of commitment, of family, of friendship, and most importantly, of these two people here before us who are in it forever. On this special day, Chris and Srijana would like to firstly take a moment to acknowledge Srijana's family who are unable to attend due to travel restrictions, specifically her father Mohan, mother Sheila, brother Manashwi, I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly, his wife Chetana, and her beautiful niece Manushi. We'd also like to take a moment to remember Chris and Srijana's grandparents, who are no longer with us, but I'm sure are looking down on us today. Chris and Srijana, today you have arrived as individuals, but will leave as husband and wife. You will choose one another for all the tomorrows that will follow, and from then on, you will choose each other over and over again. So how did this love story begin? Well, if I can get the crowd to just turn around, just at that building over there. This love story began where all good love stories start, at a job interview. Chris interviewed Srijana for a job at their workplace in January 2017. And lucky he gave her the job, because he probably wouldn't be getting married today. Oh, that fella had something to do with it too. Well done. Both of them played it cool. Chris desperately trying to keep it together despite what his subconscious was telling him. They kept their relationship professional until a boozy night out after work 6 months later. Once they got together, their connection was instant. Their first few weeks together as a couple were filled with so much fun. Srijana said to me when she thinks back on it, it still gives her butterflies. But as I'm sure we can all relate, life works in mysterious ways, and they were apart for a little while, both having different commitments in different parts of the world, uncertain how it would all pan out. But true love always wins. Srijana secretely flew back to Perth early, surprised Chris unannounced at his house, and their relationship from there grew stronger than ever. Their first mini getaway was one of their highlights, the Hidden Valley Eco Lodge in Pickering Brook. Picturesque views, no phone reception, a spa, fireplace, plenty of wine, some movies, and lots of time to get to know one another. Knowing how important Srijana's family is to her, Chris always knew that he would want to propose when her brother and his family came to visit in late 2019. Although it wasn't without its stresses. Chris, up until that point, had not met any of Srijana's family. So he needed to come up with a plan to win her brother over and ask for his blessing. What if they didn't like him? What if he said no? Luckily for Chris, Manashwi straight up asked him, "Do you want to marry my sister?" So crisis averted. Chris didn't have to have the difficult conversation, and he got the all clear whilst at San Churros having hot chocolates and dessert. Doesn't get any better than that. They then travelled to the Gold Coast together, and had holidays. And after desperately trying to find the right opportunity, Chris left it until the last day of their holiday, whilst on a morning walk along the beach. And it was just perfect. Simple, memorable, and special. Srijana was playing with her niece in the water, and as she turned around, Chris was down on one knee and asked if she'd marry him. And here we are at their wedding today. When I asked Srijana what she loved most about Chris, it was his sense of humour. The fact that even when they're arguing, he always makes her smile, and she can never stay mad at him for too long. He's loving, caring, and will do anything for his family or friends. I hear you have a little bit of a weird trait though, Chris. Your dear is correct. Like, for example, if Srijana was to say, "Oh, this food is so yummy," you'd be like, "Oh yeah, if you were a food, you would be yummy." Is that correct?
Yeah, pretty
Do you think maybe next time you can compare us something that's not food?
well, food is everything.
I cannot argue with that. Chris, mostly Srijana loves the way you make her feel. The way you look at her, like she is the only woman in the world. You have given her the confidence in herself that she knows deep in her heart she is loved unconditionally. Srijana, when I asked Chris what he loved about you, there was a really long list. He loves how much you adore your family, how proud you are of Nepal's rich culture. He loves your intelligence, your honesty, your perseverance, and the fact that you're such a quick learner. Apparently you've become quite the kickboxer in the last few months. Is that correct? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, watch out, Chris. Now, normally at this point, Srijana, I'd perhaps point out a couple of annoying traits that you had. But girl, Chris told me some pretty damn impressive things about you, so I've decided today to let you off the hook. Apparently, quite recently, you were kicking the footy at the park, and Chris bet you a $200 pair of new Nikes that you couldn't kick the footy over the fence in 20 attempts. Is that correct?
Yeah, it is.
And how many attempts did it take you to get the footy over the fence?
2.
2 attempts. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. I bet you won't do that again.
No.
Well, if we haven't already discovered how much there is to love about you, Srijana, we will round it out by saying that this man completely adores you. There was such a long list that I could simply not do it justice by saying it all today. Quite simply, he loves you just the way you are. You are his person. And guys, this is only the beginning. I'm sure there'll be many more adventures to be had and memories to be made. I'm so humbled to be here today to celebrate your love story. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to begin the official process of getting you both hitched. I'm to remind you both, Chris and Srijana, the commitment into which you are about to enter. I'm duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. Before you are joined in my presence and the presence of these witnesses, I'm to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are now about to enter. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is the union of two people to the exclusion of all others voluntarily entered into for life. So guys, it's now time for some serious parts in your debut on the mic. Some I do's, hey? Chris, you're up first. And remember, your responses determine Srijana's responses. Do you, Chris, take Srijana from this day forward to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
Do you promise to share every last bite of every sweet treat that you have with Srijana for the rest of your life?
I do.
Do you promise to let her have full control over the Netflix movie selection, allowing her to pick any stupidly romantic movie she desires?
Yes, as long as I can play PlayStation on the other screen.
What about that? Yes or no?
Yeah, we've been doing that.
You guys have got this marriage thing down. Can you promise today, on your wedding day, that you will not throw your socks and jocks on the bedroom floor and put them in the laundry basket instead?
I do.
But most importantly, do you take her as your wife, your closest companion, and your best friend for the rest of your life?
I do.
Good responses. Do you, Srijana, take Chris from this day forward to be your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
Do you vow from this day forward to never complain about not having enough clothes and admit that you may have an online shopping addiction?
No, I don't.
Good answer, girl. No.
Clothes.
She needs clothes. Sorry, Chris, I tried. However, this is a big one. Do you vow to support the beloved West Coast Eagles through all premierships and wooden spoons?
I do. I love West Coast Eagles.
Oh, there you go. That's all right. Do you vow to support Chris through all his ups and downs and stay by his side no matter how tough times can be?
I do.
But most importantly, do you take him as your husband, your closest companion, and your best friend for life?
I do.
Round of applause to the bride and groom. I'm now going to hand it over to them to read each other some vows that they have thoughtfully prepared for one another.
I call upon the people here present to witness that I, Christopher Brian McCarthy, take you, Srijana Dakal, to be my lawful wedded wife. Srijana, on our wedding day, I vow to make my life yours now and forever. Today is the day I've waited my whole life for, even when I didn't know you existed. I believe in you. I accept your strengths, your faults, and everything in between that you are and that you will become. I promise to always be there for you, to make your tea, to carry the shopping bags, to get your socks and to pick up my jocks. I want to be the Jim to your Pam and the Chandler to your Monica. You make me want to be a better person. You've shown me how to do that, and I promise I'll continue to do my best. I promise to be the man you love and always remain true to you. I promise to love and care for you, and I'll try in every way to be worthy of your love. I'll always be honest with you, and I'll do my best to be on time, though that one's going to be really tough. But most of all, I promise to be a true and loyal friend to you. Timile malai sarai kusira garba garachal. I don't think that's good.
I don't know what he said.
That's good.
You tried.
Good job, Chris.
Yes, Chris.
Okay. Timile malai sarai kusira garba garachal.
Good job. Well done.
You made
There's
me
one,
proud.
there's one. Yeah.
Okay.
Timilai buri banana malai hatar baisakyo.
I'm in a hurry to make you my wife.
Good.
Just translating.
Pretty close, pretty close.
Yeah.
This one's easy. Matimilai mayagatsu.
Well done. A great big round of applause for our bilingual groom.
I call upon the people here present to witness that I, Srijana Dhakal, take you, Christopher Brian McCarthy, to be my lawful wedded husband. Chris, when we first met, never in my wildest dream had I imagined that we would be here standing at the altar reading vows to each other. Now that we are here, I couldn't fancy doing this with anyone else but you. I love you a lot today, but not as much as tomorrow. And I promise this love for you will only grow by day as we get older. I love you with all you are. I love how you make me smile when I'm sad with all your silly jokes. I love the way you love my family as yours. I've heard it said it's better not to make a vow than to make one and not to be able to keep it. Therefore, I know what this commitment means. So today, I promise to try not to be mad when you fall asleep on the couch while we are watching telly together. I promise to love you in your sickness and health, even if it's man flu. I promise to be a big spoon every morning after our first alarm goes off. I promise to be a little bit more patient in kitchen when everything is not in correct order. And I promise to stand by you through every obstacle. And if the West Coast Eagles lose in any game, I'll console you. And if they win, I promise to have a beer to celebrate. I promise to share my whole heart with you and to remember to show you how deeply I care for you, no matter the challenges that may come our way. I promise to nurture your dreams and to help you reach them. I promise to love you loyally and fiercely. And lastly, I promise that I'll choose you every day, 1,000,000 times over. Not because I have to, but because I want to. I'm so proud that I could get to call you my husband today. I love you, baby, and I'll forever do.
Well done, guys. We will now get you to exchange your wedding rings with one another. May they symbolise your commitment in marriage and remind you of who you are, where you've been, and where you are going. As you wear them through time, may they remind you of the vows you have promised to one another today. But before I do so, I would now like to invite up a very special guest to come and help me present the rings. Can we get a round of applause for Maxx?
Srijana, with this ring, I marry you today. Take it as an infinite sign of my love and devotion from now to eternity. May it be a reminder of my love wherever you go.
Chris, with this ring, I marry you today. Take it as an infinite sign of my love and devotion to you from now to eternity. May it be a reminder of my love wherever you go.
Okay, we're going to say thanks very much to Maxx, but before he goes, he wants to say something to Chris and Srijana.
I love you guys so, so much. You are the best uncle ever. And,
Your new auntie.
and new auntie.
A round of applause for Maxx. Yeah, you can sit down. And this is the amazing thing about you both and your families. It's really a pleasure to be a part of. So, Chris and Srijana, this big part coming now. You have promised before us to love each other and share your lives together in all the good times to follow. It is now my great pleasure to officially pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss your bride. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to just take some time now to sign some paperwork. Could I ask William and Budry to please come and join me signing the register, and we'll be with you in a few moments.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too.
Family and friends, thank you for your patience. Can I get you all to be upstanding, please? You know how we started off our ceremony with that great big round of applause? Yes? Oh, come on, guys. Yeah, we'll start warming it up. That's it. I'd like to thank you all for being here today on behalf of Chris and Srijana on their wedding day. It means a lot to them, and there is certainly a lot of love in the air today, and which I'm sure will continue into the rest of the evening. So family and friends, for one last time, I'd like you to give a great big cheer and round of applause for the newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. McCarthy.
You wanna stay with me in the morning. You only hold me when I sleep. And I was meant to tread the water, but now I've gotten in too deep. For every piece of me that wants you, another piece backs away. 'Cause you give me something that makes me scared, alright. This could be nothing, but I'm willing to give it a try. Please give me something, 'cause someday I might know my heart. You only waited up for hours just to spend a little time alone with me. And I can say I've never bought you flowers, someone. That was someone else's dream. You give me something that makes me scared, alright. This could be nothing, but I'm willing to give it a try. Please give me something, 'cause someday I might call you from my heart, but it might be a second too late. And the words that I could never say gonna come out anyway. You give me something that makes me scared, alright. This could be nothing, but I'm willing to give it a try. Please give me something. 'Cause you give me something that makes me scared, alright. This could be nothing, but I'm willing to give it a try. Please give me something, 'cause someday I might know my heart. Know my heart, know my heart, know my heart.
ए बुढी म मान्छे निकै रिसाली मुडी, तर माया तिमीलाई निकै गर्छु बुढी। तोप तानी आकाशमा उडी 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 बुढी म मान्छे निकै रिसाली मुडी, तर माया तिमीलाई निकै गर्छु बुढी। तोप तानी आकाशमा उडी 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 तिम्रो लागि गर्दिन्छु चुरोट नि त्याग। तिमी छेउमा नहुँदा हुन्छ साह्रै नै र्याक। किनिदिन्छु गुचीको ब्याग, लिपस्टिक पनि म्याक। तिम्रै लागि बनी बनाउँदैछु सिक्स प्याक। स्यालेरी जति सबै मेरो तिमीलाई गर्छु खर्च नि। तिमी साह्रै पर्फेक्ट छौ नगर होट सर्जरी। हाँस्दै जाउँ हँसाउँदै जाउँ दिनहरू यसै कट्छ नि। दुवैजना स्टोन्डमा मनाउला एनिभर्सरी। हेर्दा मिठो अङ्गुर पनि एक दिन जान्छ कुहिएर। नेगेटिभिटी फैलिन्छ जहिले झगडामा झुन्डेर। ढुवा पर्दै बसौँ हामी सबै कुरा भुल्देर। एकछिनलाई चिलमा बस तिमी आकाशको चुहेर। बुढी म मान्छे निकै रिसाली मुडी, तर माया तिमीलाई निकै गर्छु बुढी। तोप तानी आकाशमा उडी 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 बुढी म मान्छे निकै रिसाली मुडी, तर माया तिमीलाई निकै गर्छु बुढी। तोप तानी आकाशमा उडी 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 गीत सुन्दै बसुला नि हामी आफ्नै बब मार्लीको। रास्तामान झिलिमिली पार्देको छैन काम कहाँ जाम बाहिरी दुनियाँ छाड्देको। बनाउँछ काम मुहारमा चाम सोध्छौ किन आँटेको। च्याट्या मेरो प्यान्टमा छैन होला मनी, तर काल्पनिक त्यो रकेटमा सोच्दै उडिरहने। बङ्नी हान्दै गेडा छान्दै मन्चिस खाँदै कुरा गर्ने। डाँडा जाँदै छिटो चाँडै हामी चिली मानी फर्नी। हटबक्स पनि गर्ने झ्याल ढोका थुनी। हाई हाँसो हाँस्दै हामी कहिले नरुनी। सरर मेरो थोत्रो।
Alright everybody, please make very welcome the first of our bridal parties tonight, and put your hands together for our best man Daniel and our maid of honour Ashmita!
Electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my
We're off and running everybody, keep that applause going and make very welcome Paul and Amy!
so phenomenally. More like the way we rock it, so don't stop. Under the lights and everything goes. Nowhere to hide when I'm getting too close. When we move around.
has got his twerk on. Stamp your feet, raise the roof and make welcome Nathan and Prati. Not bad. Stamp your feet and make welcome Ben and Mamsa.
Don't be control. I fly so high, no ceiling when I'm in my zone. 'Cause I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome Robert and Michelle.
Like the way we rock it, so don't stop. Under the lights and everything goes. Nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, I already know.
Ow.
So just imagine.
What a mover. Ladies and gents, this is your moment to shine. Please jump up on your feet. If you can, please be upstanding. And let's make welcome the hottest couple in Perth. Put your hands together for Chris and Jana McCarthy. Let's give this couple 3 cheers. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip.
I can't stop this. I can't stop this.
A celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate your party with you. Come on now. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Celebration. We gon' celebrate and have a good time. It's time.
Hello?
Oh, there's an echo.
Is this thing on? So there's about 300 speeches tonight, so I'll try and keep this short. For those that don't know me, I'm Daniel, and I'm now officially Chris's best friend. So thanks, mate. Thank you, Chris, for allowing me to be part of this small army you call a bridal party. I mean, seriously, look at this table. It's massive. So Chris has asked me to talk to you all about what a great guy he is. So I can honestly say he's funny, smart, handsome, Chris, I can't read this writing, sorry, mate. Now, Chris and I first met when we were 10. I moved up to Mandurah and got into a fight with his best friend on my first day. So a rough start, but we've since put it behind us. Daniel For most of those years, we've been almost inseparable.
including through high school where we shared a fair few classes together, including one class, senior science. In this class, literally for 2 years straight, we did exactly the same work, handed in exactly the same reports, just changed the name on the top. Come to the last assignment of year 12, teacher calls us after class, says, "This is the same thing." We're like, "It's been like that for 2 years." So yeah, we had to change it, the last assignment. Then come graduation, Daniel walks up, got the Senior Science Award. Chris is still salty about that, I reckon. Now, because most stories that I could tell about Macca over the years probably incriminate me as well, so I chose not to talk about any of them. I won't talk about getting roofied and robbed in Munich. No way I'm going to talk about our time in Bali when Chris got manhandled by a ladyboy. And I won't dare touch on the time he had a bit of a bowel issue on levers. So if anyone wants to know about them, just come see me later. When I was looking up the best man duties, I saw, make sure the groom is on time on the big day. I panicked. All the time I've known Chris, he hasn't been on time to very much. Pair that with the fact he has to do 7 nervous poos before any big event. I thought it was mission impossible. But we made it, probably because I only counted 5 poos. Jana, you look beautiful. Give a round of applause for Jana, everyone. The first time I met Jana was when the 3 of us went to an Eagles Open training session. So if Chris was ever trying to win her over with me, it was a pretty good effort. Jana and Chris both love to get involved in each other's interests, which is why they are a good match. Chris has always been a big family man, and the 2 of them will continue that together, I'm sure. Although some people may say you have tamed the beast, I think you've just given Chris an outlet for his love, which he's always had. So, I remember, Jana, before you and I even met, on the day that my family dog had died, you sent me a message giving me your condolences, which I think that's just the kind of person you are, so I've always remembered that. And I thank you for introducing me to my beautiful fiancée. Over the years, Chris and I have lived together, travelled around Australia, Kentucky'd around Europe, won a premiership, lost another. But through all the memories we've created, sharing this one will hold a special place. Please look after him, Jana, because dare say he can't look after himself. May you follow in the footsteps of your parents and live long, happy lives together. And Bernice, I hope now you'll stop asking if we're gay. So please raise one of many glasses for the lovely bride and groom. Cheers. Thank you.
Daniel, everybody, give him a round of applause. The first speaker off the rank.
I'm too sexy for your party, too sexy for your party. The way I'm disco dancing, I'm a model.
I'm very glad you chose that song. So apt. Almost 13 years to the day that I met that glorious man right there at Telstra, rocking a lot more hair and usually a popped collar. We became friends almost instantly, and I look back on those years as the most fun I've ever had at work. The times goofing off at the kiosk, having chips and hollandaise for second breakfast, pies for first breakfast, comparing people to mobile plans. Wow, we are. How good was our work trip to Bunbury? getting kicked out of the Three Monkeys bar on a Wednesday night after some horrid shots, bad karaoke, and cuddles with a strange bikie man. I remember the call from work the next morning asking where we were, and we were still sat at the breakfast buffet. Safe to say we never got a call to go back there again. It wasn't long before we showed off our high society status by frequenting some of the classier establishments. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights were saved for the glorious hotspot that is Liquid Nightclub. I fondly remember all the times we made absolute fools of ourselves, here and abroad. That time we almost got arrested in Thailand and Shep had to pretty much bribe these cops. That was great. That was really nice. Those times of you power spewing and waking my parents up at early hours. Power spewing out of your car window on the way to work. Power spewing and painting fences. Power spewing, in club toilets, tactically, of course. You get the point. It's such an iconic feature of the Mack truck. I could go on and on about our times living together, rocking out at lounge room parties, stupid drinking games that led to horrifying hangovers, toasting to Gary Ablett, traumatising and almost killing my parents' cat, Lily Bella. In fact, rest in peace, Lily Bell. I've always looked up to you, mate. Figuratively, of course. I truly admire the way you care for and treat others. Your loyalty to your family, your friends, and your wife. The fact that no matter how much I embarrassed myself on the dance floor and attempted to hit on girls, sorry Megan, you were right there. Picking me up when I was ultimately rejected countless times, and literally picking me up when I was passed outside dodgy nightclubs. There is one time that really articulates how loyal this man is. I'll paint the picture. It was roughly 3 a.m. outside Vibe nightclub in Rockingham. We'd been drinking heavily for copious hours, and the night came to a climax when, with severe chest pain, I thought I was dying. After failing to make myself throw up or finding a source of milk, without hesitation, a slight look of caution, and with my consent, you fingered my throat to make me sit. What a guy. From the first time you mentioned Srijana to me, I knew this was special. Cliched, but true. The way you talked about her, we all knew that you were smitten. Chris, I've always wanted the best for you, mate. And looking around at the people here today and the beautiful Srijana by your side, you've got just that. Words can't describe the joy it gives me to see you both so obviously happy and so obviously in love with one another. If I can give one piece of advice to what I'm sure you'll be receiving plenty of, is to communicate. Communicate well during the fantastic times, and even more so during the tough times. Communicate your feelings, your thoughts, your worries, your ambitions. I have no doubt that you both will make the best team, and there is no limit on what you both can accomplish. I love you both. Here's to Mr. and Mrs. McCarthy.
Big round of applause for Paul, everyone. The nicest speech. Well done, mate.
Alright, well, I'll be honest, I sat for weeks thinking what to say and I didn't have a clue. So many things I could say about Chris, and I didn't know where to start. Firstly, I'd like to start by congratulating Chris and Srijana on their marriage today, and I wish them a beautiful life together, and it makes me very happy that they have found each other. It's an honour to be here with you all today and to be a groomsman, and I and the rest of the family welcome Srijana with open arms. You are a beautiful person, you are the perfect partner for my brother. We are so happy to see how you make our Chris so happy. We have never seen him as happy as he has been since he has met you. Now to you, my little big brother. You have always been there for me, and someone I can always turn to when push comes to shove. But I'll admit we have had our doubts. We're all suspicious you're a little gay. Guess not. I have many memories, and one fond memory is in Fiji. I remember stacking up Mum and Dad's room account, and Dad being very angry. I remember you sneaking me my first drink as a youngster. I've always looked up to you and still do. You're the best brother I could ask for and the peacemaker in our family. You can definitely tell we are brothers. Chuck's on the footy field and are both injury prone, even down to matching knee injuries. Call it the McCarthy curse. I'm the better goal kicker though by average game time. I think it's time you got to me. I think an eagle's tattoo is the way to go. It's been amazing to see what physical transformation you've had over the years into this man-child body of yours. It really should be Chris McCarthy Appreciation Day every day. I can't wait to see what the future holds for you both and for our one-day expanding family. I still remember the first day I met Sejana at the Dwelly Grand Final. I didn't know what the future would hold. We had many wonderful memories in the few years I've known you, and they're all very special to me. Some we can speak of and some not so appropriate to speak of. Do you want any peanuts? No! Where is it? Here we are celebrating the beginning of the rest of your lives together. Sejana, I hope you know what you've gotten yourself into. He's a good man, but a menace when a few drinks are in him. You balance each other out for sure, and I couldn't be more happy for you both. Here's to the next step of your future, maybe someone's first steps in the near future. Let's raise another glass.
Hello. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Ben, and just like my name, I'm going to keep this short. Thank you. Two hands. When Chris asked me to be a groomsman, I felt very honoured, and of course agreed. Before I begin, I would just like to acknowledge Chris's parents, Brian and Bernice. Hello. Bernice, come on. As well as Sejana's parents, Mohan and Sheila, who I'm sure would both love to be here tonight, but nonetheless would be very proud of their girl. So could you all please raise a glass for the parents of our bride and groom. Thank you. I'm nervous. Chris and I went to pre-primary together. For those of you wondering, that was 26 years ago. That was a while. I think there's people in here that weren't even born then, so... Nasty name. We're all here to celebrate the union of these two beautiful people, but I guess it's my job, along with the other boys, to share some funny stories about Chris. So in no particular order, here are my top 3 memorable moments with Christopher Brian McCarthy. Number 1, the time Nathan bet us both $1 that we wouldn't eat kangaroo poo. Nathan still owes us $1.
You licked it.
That's up for discussion later. The time Chris took on the plate glass window with his head, fair to say the window didn't feel the impact half as much as Chris did, and rumour has it his hair's still on that window. Chris's 150th game for Mandurah Centrals. He and I stayed up late the night before making his banner. It was rough, it was really bad. The thing is, we almost didn't make it to the game. We were on his yellow moped driving out to Falcon Oval and we hit a pothole at 80 kilometres an hour. I've lost my spot. It was a very hairy experience, get it? Hairy experience. But if I was to die with anyone, he wouldn't be the worst option. Chris and I have shared many, many moments over the years, whether that be at school. Football comes to mind, the sport that we created on the basketball courts, and the time he said to me, "Curse you and your naturally straight hair," which that carries a lot right now. So, and the 150 plus games of footy that we've shared across 4 clubs as well. So A lot of memories there. The one thing that I adore about Chris most is his loyalty. For all of my hardships, he has always been there for me with unwavering love and support. I've never felt judged by him, and to be frank, I appreciate you, mate. Srijana, you look absolutely beautiful. In all the years that I've known this bloke, I've never met anybody who makes him feel like this, the way that you do. And you've obviously gotten a bit excited about that. I'm sure that goes both ways though. Before I finish, Srijana, could you please place your left hand on the table in front of you? Just on the table, flat. Chris, can you please put your left hand on top of hers? This is the last time you'll ever have the upper hand, mate. Enjoy it. Thank you.
Thanks, mate. Wanker. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to my roasting session. I've been fortunate enough to speak and celebrate the wedding of two wonderful people, Chris and Srijana. For those that don't know me, I'm Rob, and boy do I have a story for you tonight. Before I begin, I would just love to say how amazing Srijana looks tonight. You are so gorgeous. And Chris, I suppose it's the effort that counts. So I met this man-child during my time playing cricket, when both of our clubs merged into one to become Dwelling Up, and then going on to play footy together. During this time, I also became stronger friends with Chris, as he invited me to many drunk gatherings. I never actually knew Chris was, while he was sober, until Srijana came along. To give you an idea of the qualities Chris shares as a good mate, he loves a quiet drink or 20, vomiting up those 20 drinks, enjoys tackling people into a concrete letterbox, can turn into a really shitty worm at Liquor's Knockout, has a horrible cover of Lady Gaga's Bad Romance, and please, if there's any rocket salad tonight, keep him away from it. It becomes a herbivore. Oh shit. Enough about his amazing qualities. Let's talk about cricket. Going back to our time playing cricket, Chris developed a passion with his mathematics. In particular, his 6 times tables. Playing a game against Hillman, Chris did the near impossible and hit some 80-year-old heart attack survivor for 6 sixes in an over just after the poor bloke came out of retirement. After tarnishing the old boy's reputation enough, Chris asked me if I could send a scorecard into the world-famous Manjamail to gain instant celebrity status. To his anger, they did not publish the story, and Chris has never let go of the story that could have been his claim to fame. But you are and always will be my hero, Chris. It wouldn't be a speech if I didn't talk about Chris and how much he loves his footy. Some of our best memories together was on the footy field, and in particular, the 2014 Premiership we played in. Chris was the captain of the club, and he also won the best player on the ground that day during the grand final. That award is known as the Dave Kay Award. The problem was, I didn't think he would become Dave Kay himself. At every event or gathering we've attended, at some point, he would talk his footballing abilities up a bit too much. Until every friend, family member, and West Australian citizen knew who he was. not as Chris McCarthy or Macca, but as Dave K himself. So you chose well, Srijana. If Chris annoys you or pisses you off, at least you know you'll find happiness marrying two people. Last but not least, I want to briefly talk about the time Chris called me after he went on his first serious date with a beautiful Srijana. The phone call lasted just over 1 hour. He had told me he met this amazing woman at work. Chris was Srijana's boss, and yes, Chris, that is incredibly creepy. It was very risky, but here we are tonight. In all seriousness though, during that phone call, I met a different side of you. You told me how beautiful, friendly, funny, loving, and how amazing this woman was. How you instantly connected with her, and how you could see this relationship going much further. In fact, I had to put the phone down for 20 minutes because you just wouldn't shut up. When I came back, you were still talking about it. It's alright, it gets nice now. Then when I met Srijana, it was so obvious why you raved on about her. She was everything you described and a whole lot more. She truly is an amazing woman. You are. She is also now one of the boys. We love you, Srijana. What are Saturdays for, Srijana? The boys. But Chris, in the time I've known you, I'd always thought that when the time came, that the woman who wanted to be with you would be incredibly lucky. You've always gone to great lengths to make friends and family feel happy or comfortable, or weird. And it's clear you would move heaven and earth to make Srijana feel spoiled, happy and continuously loved. I can see a bright future ahead for you both, and I'm incredibly grateful that you have both found each other. Please join me to raise yet another drink for Chris and Srijana. You survived, well done.
Hi, if you can't tell, we share the same soul, so that means we're a couple. He's very lucky. Not me. Good evening, everyone. So, many of you may not know me. My name is Michelle. First of all, Chris and Srijana, you both look absolutely breathtaking tonight. Today was amazing. It was like seeing the ending of a fairy tale. You know that moment where the prince finally meets the princess at the end of the fairy tale? And they set out to begin their new lives together as a married couple. Just absolutely beautiful. It's an absolute honour to have the opportunity to give a toast to my dear friend Srijana tonight. This woman is such an amazing person, and I honestly couldn't be happier that she's found the man of her dreams. For those that may wonder how Srijana and I became friends, I met Srijana at Pancho's, a Mexican restaurant, a great one by the way, for Daniel's birthday. So Chris first introduced Robert and I to his girlfriend, and since then we immediately clicked and sparked a connection. As time has gone by, we have gone so much closer, and it feels like we've been friends for ages now. Throughout our friendship, we have created many memories together. Some of these memories include many drunken nights running around the city, letting me crash the odd Christmas party, being excellent G&T drinkers, experiencing the beauty of Nepalese food, except for the goat, not a fan, singing karaoke and playing beer pong, spending most weekends at your house, aka my second home, and of course the Oktoberfest, when we played a giant inflatable bubble soccer, which ended up being a hit and run mission for anyone involved. Honestly, life without Srijana in my life would be such a bore. Chris, you are so fortunate to have such a fun-loving, ambitious and adventurous woman to spend the rest of your life with, as well as possessing the following qualities. The first thing, she is an excellent singer when it comes to karaoke, so get ready tonight, guys. A little bit of a stress head. Can be a fierce competitor when it comes to beer pong, or really just any game in general. Will tell you how it is, even if you don't like it, and has the capacity to kickbox the crap out of any machikni. For those that don't know, machikni means motherfucker. Motherfucker, sorry, I said it wrong. So tread carefully, Chris, because she will kickbox you. In all seriousness though, I do have to say, Chris, I hope you know how lucky you are to leave here with such a beautiful wife who is so full of life, thoughtful, caring, and is an all-round badass. And Sajana, how lucky are you as well? You get to leave here with a stunning dress and a beautiful bouquet of flowers. All jokes aside, these two are the cutest and strongest couple I think I've ever seen. You both challenge each other and balance each other out at the same time. You both always think of one another first, and it's absolutely beautiful. Chris, when you were girlfriendless for a while there, when everyone else had partners, I knew you would find someone extraordinary and worthy of you. And you finally found someone, and I know you would treat her like a queen, and you have, and you've absolutely outdone yourself. Like, look what you found. She's amazing. You guys are truly meant for one another. I love you both to the bottoms of my heart. You guys go together like gin and tonic. You make the perfect combination. Appreciate the free meal, and with free drinks in hand, let's lift up our glasses once again and toast our bride and groom. Cheers.
I feel like I've been locked up tight for a century of lonely nights, waiting for someone to release me. You're licking your lips and blowing kisses my way, but that don't mean I'm gonna give it away, baby, baby.
I think I can reach here. Hello everyone. I'm Asmi, cousin of beautiful bride, Srijana. I thought, thinking about this marriage, when she said she's getting married, I thought like, whoa, and next minute she said, I have to give a speech, and it was like, oops, I can't do that. But still, I'm here. Sorry, I'm quite nervous.
You're doing awesome. You're doing good.
I just had a couple of drinks so I can speak. I hope you all are having a wonderful night celebrating this special day of two lovebirds, Chris and Jana. You call them Jana, but we call them Srijana. As I mentioned, I'm her cousin, so I knew her since my childhood. I really can't remember her. Maybe we grew up together.
It's okay.
Sorry.
You're good.
She was always our favorite cousin, like everyone's favorite, quite though she was bossy and a bit strict. She's still bossy anyway. When we were kids, she was the only one who used to take us every places we want to. That's why she was everyone's favorite. Without asking any questions, she would take us out. Yeah, She's very good and kind person. And about Chris, when I first met him, I thought like he was a really drunk Aussie Bolton. He still looks like that, but he's very Jokes apart, he's a really kind and wonderful guy who can still handle my sister. So I love you both and I really wish you a great life ahead. I love you. And welcome to the family, Chris. So let's raise a toast for Srijana and Chris. My Pinaju. Thank you.
Hello everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Amy, one of Chris's sisters. Chris and I are only 17 months apart, so as you can imagine, we're super close. But although I am older, don't let the Botox fool you, I've always looked up to Chris as my bigger brother. Growing up, Chris didn't bring girls home. Sorry. It wasn't meant to be a full stop. Chris didn't bring girls home to meet the family. So when I first heard about Jana, it's safe to say I was a little bit more than intrigued. I distinctly remember meeting Srijana for the first time at the Big Park Hotel. I think by this point they'd been seeing each other for a few months, but no one in the family had seen her, seen a photo, nothing. She was so secretive. Well, Chris was secretive. So when I met her, I was super excited. Anyway, other than thinking how beautiful and exotic she was, I remember thinking how unique her voice was. I later said to Mum and Dad during my post-meeting interrogation that it reminded me of Scarlett Johansson. But honestly, the thing that stands out the most is how taken back I was and how loving they were towards each other. Now, anyone who's lucky enough to be in the same vicinity as Chris and Jana, our lovely bride and groom, knows what I'm talking about. They're so affectionate and loving towards each other. I remember once being at a family dinner for Chris's birthday a few years ago. I think it was Korean barbecue. Yeah. And it was funny watching them eat one-handed because they had to be touching at all times during the dinner. The constant contact is so lovely to watch, and I don't even think they realise that they do it. What they have is so rare and has given me very high expectations in what I expect from a partner. Hence why I'm single. On that note, I wanted to thank you both for continually accepting me in all my craziness, trying to keep up with who I'm dating and what's going on in my life, dealing with my drunkenness and quite literally saving my life when a drunken me, or Alice, as my drunken alter ego is probably more famously known from falling out of your second floor bedroom window. And again, I'm sorry about the damage. Lastly, I just wanted to say you guys mean the absolute world to me, and I'm so honoured to be a part of your special day. Here's to a long life together filled with happiness, adventure, 9 rounds, and lots of wonderful memories. Cheers, I love you.
Just speak in Nepalese, no one will understand. Easy.
I think yes.
That's all right, darling.
but it's half, I think 75% is Aussie, so I still speak English.
We're drunken Aussies, apparently.
Try your best.
Okay. Hello everyone. So for those who don't know me, my name is Pratiksha. So and you see my dress, you can tell me I'm the bridesmaid. So yeah, a little bit.
It's okay. You got it, girl. You got it, girl. Yeah. Just say I love you. You're fine, darling.
Thank you, sister, choosing me as a bridesmaid. I met Srijana at work in airport 3 years ago. I never have an elder sister.
Stop.
But Srijana has been like my elder sister all the time. Sorry.
It's okay. I love you.
I always call her elder sister, even she is younger than me. First of all, I would like to thank you everyone for all of who is involved to all this planning for this wedding. We guys doing so well. Thank you for everyone. Sorry.
So we can do this. Let's finish it.
Who is here to support our newly wedding married? I can say many good things about Srijana, but there is few things, more than few things to say about today. I never see anyone like Srijana who have a big heart.
Do you have a big heart?
Yes.
Big breast too.
You are always there to help
I'm sorry. No, I
me and support. You never think anything bad about anyone. You are always positive person.
Stop it. Call me bitch. Bitch.
There is something for Chris Vena. You are looking so handsome today. You are the perfect match for my sister. The way you caring and loving and respect my sister, you really in different level. You are such a good gentleman. You both really great together. I wish you both and best married life in your future. Welcome to the club, guys. There we go for the newly couple, the toast. Cheers, guys. Thank you.
I'll need a drink or wine after this. Thank you.
She loves red wine.
Sorry. Good evening, everyone. I hope you're having a great time, enjoying Christmas and Srijana's big day. I would like to congratulate Jana and Chris on the big day. For everyone who don't know me, I'm Mamta, Jana's best friend. We've been friends for 5 years and will be for a lifetime. I'm so glad we met through one of our common friend who's not our friend anymore. I'm sorry. and we ended up being so close to each other.
She's a bitch.
Thank you so much, Jana, for making me part of your big day, and I'm so glad to occupy that space in your heart. Thank you. You're such a beautiful bride with a beautiful soul inside and out. Thanks. I'm so proud of the person she has become and the life she has chosen for herself, especially the man she has chosen for herself to spend rest of life with. I'm so happy for Jana and of course you, Chris. Chris, you're an amazing person that I have ever met. It's great to witness Chris diving into our Nepalese culture and embracing it so beautifully, and he's absolutely loved by our Nepalese friends and families. Thank you for being there for us. It's such a privilege to be around their love. When I see them, I see their love, their respect, and commitment to each other. I wish you both all the happiness and joy. I can't wait to see what future holds for new Mr. and Mrs. McCarthy. Thank you. Love you both.
Love you too. Hi everyone. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit bossy. Everyone has been saying good things about me, but I'm actually a little bit a bitch. But that's okay, you know? You need to be that. Anyways, I just feel like I need to thank each and every one of you who's here. We love you all. We love you. I don't know, we just wanted to spend this time with you guys, and you are here for us. We appreciate that you took a time for us and you are here. So we are very grateful. Thank you, everyone. You want to go next, darling?
Sure. Sure. So, with the craziness of everything that was happening and all the planning that my wife did, probably 85% of, maybe she might say 95.
No!
95?
95 probably.
We actually didn't prepare a speech, so this is... I texted myself when I was having a poo earlier. Anyway. Anyway, so I wrote a couple of things, but I'll probably just go off the grid. So, hell good joke. We'll keep this short because everyone's probably sick of speeches by now. If you don't know me, my name's Chris. And if you definitely didn't know me before tonight, you'll probably think I was a drunk, bald, vomiting, gay alcoholic. Thanks to my friends.
The best one of that.
Thank you. You also might know me as Dave. No, not really. Anyway, but as my wife just said, there's lots of friends, old and new, and family here. And if I could have, 35 best men and 35 bridesmaids, we would, because that's the type of circle we have around us. We just want to, again, thank you all for coming. Thanks to Tonita, to Quinn and Pagoda, to Craig up the back and his crew, to Yulia, Dell's Cake Designs, all my sponsors.
Sponsors! Where did you get
that?
Yeah.
Anyway, and of course, my beautiful wife, Srijana, you've done an amazing job. I tell you all the time, you're so good at this stuff. I think your calling is a project manager or an event planner or something, because you're so good at this stuff. You never get flustered. And you're really good at this stuff, and I'm so proud of you. You've done an amazing job.
I'm the luckiest boy in the whole world, and both of my grandmothers, my late grandmother said to me once, that I'd be a one-girl kind of guy, and when I met you, that's exactly what you'd be. And they both said to me, when you find the one, make sure she's the one and keep her and don't let her go. I'm not going to. I love you.
Thank you so much for being here, everyone. We love you and just hope you have a good time. Just enjoy. We love you all.
Beautiful cake. They need our help to do so. So I'm doing this here. Can you count down from 10 to 1? 10, 9, 8, 7, All right, everybody, please make welcome our beautiful couple as they take to the dance floor for the first time as husband and wife, the new and shiny Mr. and Mrs. McCarthy, everyone.
There goes my heart beating, 'cause you are the reason I'm losing my sleep. Please come back now.
There goes my mind erasing, and you are the reason that I'm still breathing. I'm hopeless now.
I'd climb every mountain and swim every ocean
just to be with you and fix what I've broken.
Oh, 'cause I need you to see that you are the reason.
There goes my hand shaking, and you are the reason. My heart keeps bleeding. I need you now.
If I could turn back the clock, I'd make sure the light defeated the dark. I'd spend every hour of every day keeping you safe, and I'd climb every mountain and swim every ocean just to be with you and fix what I've broken. Oh, 'cause I need you to see that you are the reason. I don't wanna fight no more. I don't wanna hurt no more. I don't wanna cry no more. Come back, I need you to reason. Just a little closer now. Come a little closer. I need you to hold me tonight.
What about that? Mr. and Mrs. McCarthy. Well done.
What would I do without your smart mouth? Drawing me in and you kicking me out. Got my head spinning, no kidding, I can't pin you down.
Why
What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm on your magical mystery ride, and I'm so dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind. 'Cause all of me loves
All right, everyone, please make very welcome Chris and his mother.
all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me. I give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose and win, 'cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. How many times do I
Chris invites everyone who sat down to join him on the dance floor, everybody, before we kick things off. Up you come.
down, around, through every move? You're my downfall, you're my muse, my worst distraction, my rhythm and blues. Can't stop singing, it's ringing in my head for you. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind. All of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me. I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. Cards on the table, we're both showing hearts, risking it all, though it's hard. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me. I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you, of you. Oh, I give you all
never find another like me. I'm the only one of me. Baby, that's the fun of me. You're the only one of you. Baby, that's the fun of you. And I promise that nobody's gonna love you like me.
I know I tend to make it about me. I know you never get just what you see, but I will never bore you, baby.
And when we had that fight out in the rain, you ran after me and called my name.
I never wanna see you walk away, 'cause one of these things is not like the others. Living in winter, I am your summer. Baby doll, when it comes to a lover, I promise that you'll never find another like me. I'm the only one of me. Let me keep you company. You're the only one of you. Baby, that's the fun of you.
And I promise that nobody's gonna love you like me.
Girl, there ain't no I in team,
but you know there is a me.
Strike the band of 1, 2, 3.
I promise that you'll never find another like me.
Girl, there ain't no I in team,
but you know there is a me.
And you can't spell awesome without me.
I promise that you'll never find another like me.
I'm the only one of me. Baby, that's the fun of me. You're the only one of you. Baby, that's the fun of you.
And I promise that nobody's gonna love you like me.
Girl, there ain't no I in team,
but you know there is a me.
I'm the only one of me.
On your knees, young man. We want to see. Take your time. Don't peek too soon like my dad. We want to see sexiness. Come on. Give us some encouragement, everyone. He's still struggling. She's playing hard to get. I think your moustache is having a bit of an effect. Blimey. If that's how long it takes, darling, you're in for a blinding wedding night. I'll give you the tip. Well done.
I took her out, it was a Friday night. I woke alone to get the feeling right. We started making out and she took off my pants, but then I turned on the TV, and that's about the time she walked away from me. Nobody likes you when you're 23, and I still more abuse my TV shows. What the hell is ADD? My friends say I should act my age. What's my age again? What's my age again? Then later on the drive home, I called her mom from a payphone. I said I was the cops and your husband's in jail. The state looks down on sodomy, and that's about the time that bitch hung up on me. Nobody likes you when you're 23, and I still wanna lose my bank phone calls. What the hell is call ID?
I found a love for me. Darling, just dive right in. Follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Oh, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. I kissed in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath. You heard it, thought you look perfect tonight. difference to you.